Hi guys, so on today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to bring some life back to some old t-shirts. So I posted on my neighborhood Facebook page that I needed some old free t-shirts. Didn't matter if they had stains, holes, but I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride so that y'all can see exactly what I do. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do this whole new distressed look on some t-shirts. So I just have some gloves. I had an empty bottle of OxyClean, so I just poured some bleach in it. Just make sure that you label this bleach so that your family doesn't accidentally use it on clothes thinking it's OxyClean and it is bleach. And I'm gonna start out with this army green colored one. I've already done an army green shirt, so I know what it turns out like, and it's so freaking pretty. So I'm just going to lay this out. And this one, I am not going to do it in any like special way. I'm literally just going to get my bottle going. I'm just gonna kind of spray it all over, not really in any sort of tight fashion or anything. I'm just randomly spraying it, okay? And then I'm gonna flip it over. So this is the front. So I've like just kind of sprayed the front a little bit. And then the back, I'm just gonna do the same thing. And as I'm spraying, y'all can see I'm just kind of swiping through so that not one area gets more bleach than another. And then I'm gonna kind of saturate the corners and the sides a little bit, and make it a little bit more. This color's pretty different than the last one. Yeah, because the fabric's different. Okay, so now that I have it bleached, I'm just gonna bake for probably 20 minutes or so. So there we go. All right, so now that I've adjusted my phone, y'all can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. And then I'm gonna take it just like it is. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna take it over here and let it bake. Now I have a lighter blue shirt. This one's like kind of like a grayish blue, like a heather gray kind of. And this one, I wanna do more of like a twirled design, like a tie-dye. So I'm gonna pinch it right here in the middle and I'm gonna start spinning it. Just like this. Just like that, and then I'm gonna soak it. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be pretty because it's already changing. And then I'm going to grab it, try to grab it the best I can so that it doesn't like move and I still get the swirls. And then I'm gonna come on, there you go. Okay, and I'm gonna pick it up and move it. And the reason I'm saying bake it is because I'm literally baking it. It's sitting in the South Texas sun. It's like almost 100 degrees here today. So it's flipping hot, and it's really gonna saturate that, make it saturate the clothes really, really fast. Okay, now I have a gray top and kind of twist it in different spots. Almost so it looks like little rosettes, kind of. And then spray. Oh yeah, this one's gonna turn out like my current shirt that I have on, like that orangey color. And then if I really saturate some spots, it's gonna turn more white. So I'm gonna really saturate some corners, probably really around those rosettes. Just got an inhale of bleach. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open this up so you can kind of already see what this one's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna flip it over, and then I'm gonna do the same thing back here. So I'm just gonna grab it and twist it. And this time I'm making sure that I'm only really grabbing that top layer. So it's only the back of the shirt that I'm grabbing. And then open it, and I'm gonna bake it. And then my very last one that I'm gonna do today is this really pretty like Christmas green, like an emerald green. I don't know. Okay, so this one I did like really big twist on, like little rosettes, but I did bigger twists versus the last one that I did. And I'm going to softly spray this one, except for right where those little rosettes are. I'm gonna really saturate it where those little twists are. Just like that. And then on the back side, I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, so I have already been baking. This is like 12 minutes in for the whole video. So the ones that I started out with have been baking for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pan down here and show you. But check out how pretty those are, guys. And these are all from free t-shirts that I got from people. Super excited about these new ones, and these are free shirts that I got. I might have to like return one of them to her to show her what I did with them. Now, once they finish baking, I'm gonna leave them baking for probably another 10-15 minutes, take them inside, give them a good wash, and then once I wash them, dry them, they'll be ready to go ahead and start cutting up. Hi guys. Okay, so I have finished washing these shirts, and some of them turned out really, really good. Okay, so this is the gray one that I did those little rosette designs on where I pinched it and I spun it. So this is that one. And then the blue one turned out with pink, and I pinched it in the middle and spun it. So it looks like a little starburst. And then this is the navy blue, and it has like these bluish, purplish, and literally all I did with this one was crumple it. I just like crumpled it up and then bleach it. Of that one. And then this green one, this is that emerald green color, and it's like a light green color. And I did big rosettes with that one. This is my hunter green, and this one's the one I just like randomly sprayed kind of everywhere. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to fold it in half, like with the side seams together, okay? So like the neckline, so basically I'm folding the back of the shirt in half, okay? This was one of the, like a pair of pants, and I wanted it to be like the line down the center. That's what I would be doing, okay? To cut it, starting with longer cuts and then shortening them as I go down. So I'm gonna start up here at the top, and I'm going to slit it, come down about an inch, and then go just a little bit shorter. Come down about an inch, go just a little bit shorter, again about an inch, just a little bit shorter, about an inch, a little bit shorter, so forth and so on. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. So it's just a little bit wider. So I'm gonna try something new that I have not tried before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up this, let me move it. I'm gonna pick up this top one here, and I'm going to put the one that's underneath it over it. And then the one that's underneath that one over it. And I'm just gonna repeat this process. And then once I get down to the bottom, oh yeah, that's beautiful. Once I get down to the bottom, I'm going to cut this bottom piece right here in the middle. And then I'm going to tie it on each side. So now I have this like roped effect on each side. See? So I have the cut there on the back, and then this is a scoop neck. So I'm actually going to just take like a small cut out in the front as well. And I'm gonna do the same thing as far as folding it. I fold it there in the center, just like I did for the back. And I'm going to make sure that the shoulders are even. Since I'm gonna do it here at the neckline, I'm just gonna straighten it out. Let me try that one more time. Okay. And I'm just gonna do a very, very small one here at the top. Same concept though. I'm gonna go a little longer, a little shorter, a little shorter. And this one, I'm going about 1/4 of an inch. So this one has a little bit there on the chest as well. And then I'm gonna leave it just like that. This one doesn't have any holes like in the arm. I'm gonna make it into a tank top. So what I'm gonna do with it is just make sure that it's real nice and flat. I have a dry erase marker that I'm gonna use. That way I can make sure that I have these even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a little mark where I'm wanting to cut it. And then I'm going to fold it, line up the shoulders, fold it in half, and just make sure that everything is symmetrical, that you have your, make my life a lot easier doing it like this. And I'm gonna just cut kind of rounded. Just like that. And I now have a tank top. And this is going to be like this. It's gonna fit me pretty snug underneath my armpits. It's not gonna be one of those that hang really low. If I wanted it to go really low, then I would cut it all the way down to here, like in a semicircle fashion. Okay, so with this one, I'm actually going to cut out the back of it. So I'm going to just draw where I want to cut it out so that I know exactly what I'm doing. And cut it, okay, just to make your hole. And then start following your line. You want to probably go just outside of your line in order to just make it like clean, so that you don't see the marker. A lot of people use chalk as well. You can use that. I just find it easier to use marker because I can see it better, and then I just go right outside the line. There we go. So it's got an opening on the back. Let me grab it by the shoulder so y'all can see. So it's got this large opening in the back. And then this one's gonna take me a minute though, because I wanna do something kind of different with this one. This shirt, I'm actually going to use a piece of chalk, and the reason why is because I might not get every single line for this one, and I want it to be able to wash off really easy. So I'm gonna do a heart back on this one, and then I'm gonna go in and like cut lines within the heart. So basically I just want my outline of my heart so that I know where to cut my lines at. I'm gonna have to fold it like each part of the heart, fold it down the middle of those, and then cut the lines in it. Here in the middle of this heart, just like so. And then cut lines in it. So now I have, basically I did that so that I have a straight row of lines. And then I'm just going to continue my cut all the way to the outsides of my lines. I'm gonna spin it this way. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same on this side. Just going to pinch it here in the middle. So here what I'm doing at the bottom is basically each side of my heart has its own cuts on it. And then here at the bottom, I am just making them join together. I pull this up into this, how it would look. So I'm gonna give it a whirl and see what it looks like. And the last piece, stick my chalk in it. Oh yes, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, so I chained it all the way down. And now I'm just going to cut this piece here right in half so that I can make little knots. I think I should have just left it with the slices, but whatever. I think it still looks cute. So make little slices to match the slices in the back, so that I don't have a bunch of shirts that look identical. I'm gonna fold it right there on the shoulder, and I'm just gonna take it and just make a few slices. Beautiful. I think I did 5. Let's see. No, I did 4. Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna leave it like that because I don't know how low this neck is gonna go because it's a V-neck. So I don't wanna like cut into the neck at all because it might like go way too low. So I just did these little slots on my shoulders right here in the front. See, because I think this is gonna go pretty low anyways. And then the heart is on the back. Okay, so this one is my navy blue shirt. And this one I'm going to, this one's like a crew neck. So this one, I'm going to cut little bitty slots in the chest and the shoulders and into the arms, like the pieces on the shoulder. And then I think I'm gonna do some like on the sides right here, maybe in the back, because I'm not really confident in my stomach. So I want to hide that as much as possible, but I'm okay with my back showing, because most of the time it's showing on the motorcycle anyways. So grabbing the front of the shirt, and I'm just folding it here in the middle. So meeting the seams together, the side seams of the shirt, meeting them together. And then I'm gonna start by slicing longer on the top, going smaller. So like an upside down pyramid basically. Okay, start in the shoulder. And I want my lines to go this way. So I'm gonna fold my shirt opposite of how I'm wanting the cuts to be. And I'm gonna just individually do these so that I can watch it as I go and see what it looks like. So perfect. And then I'm gonna come down some and do it here. And then I'm kind of like running them along the collar line. So now I'm going to do it right here. perfect. So I'm gonna kind of eyeball them. So I'm gonna kind of eyeball it from across the shirt to the other side of the shirt. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Very fun. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna do the back because I've cut it up so much on the front. So I'm going to actually do this very similar design back here, except for that I'm gonna do all of my lines, I think, going this way. And then at the bottom, I'm gonna make them go this way. So here, I'm just going to start here in the corner of my shirt, like up by the shoulder. And I'm just gonna, random sizes and not the same, go over here and do the same thing on this side. Let me come down some, I think. Let's see. Right here. I actually need to scoot my shirt down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've cut my lines going. Okay, so this ruler is actually, I think, gonna work perfect for this project because I'm wanting to go kind of like rectangular shape or triangle shape. And I want to kind of keep the lines a little even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to lay my ruler in here and kind of make sure that it looks even. And then I'm gonna pinch the fabric right here at the top of the ruler on one side, and then make my marks, and then on this side. And then I'm gonna bring, and then here, and then I'm gonna go down some more. You know what? I'll probably pull it out at this point. Okay. So there's that. So I did this fun cutouts that went down kind of like in a triangle. Now I'm gonna do the bottom of the shirt, and I'm just gonna do it on one side. And I'm gonna do it still on the back, but towards like my right hip. And I'm going to make these lines going horizontally, so I'm actually going to turn the shirt this way. And I'm gonna go right here, hold it taut, and just like that. And then this one I'm definitely gonna distress. So I have a razor blade here, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to evenly drag it across my shirt. And it's probably best if you have like a folder of some kind. I also have this piece of garbage mail that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to stick it between the top layer of my shirt or the back and the front of my shirt. I'm just going to stick it between it, and this is just going to protect the front of my shirt from getting damaged. And I'm just going to make sure that the front of my shirt is safe. And I'm going to use this razor blade, and I'm just going to lay it flat, okay? And I'm just going to drag it, hold my fabric very taut. Be very careful. I'm not able to hold it. Basically what this is doing is putting little bitty tiny holes into my shirt. And the top, everything is very cute. I have one last piece. I think I'm gonna make this one a tank top as well. I'm gonna start by just cutting the shoulders off. I'm not gonna start by making this like a very tight tank. So this is like a typical wide, like athletic style tank. It has the wide shoulders on it. And with this one, I think that this one turned out so cool. I'm gonna just probably leave it as is and just wear it as a tank. I'm gonna leave it as a wide shouldered tank top and just be done with it. So, so I have this green tank and the back of it is open. I really like the back and how open it is. I think it's very pretty. Then I have my navy blue one that has these small little cuts here in the center. And actually I need to like move them over a little bit. I need to make them a little bit wider just because they're off-centered a little bit. And then the back of it is my roping braid, which turned out really cool. So I'm just gonna make these even here in just a little bit. Then I have my green one where I cut the shoulders on both sides. And then I think the heart turned out really good. And then I have this blue one. This blue one is a little bit more risque. It has the deep cuts here in the chest. It has all these cuts here in the shoulders. And then lastly, we have this tie-dye that I just really like the way that this one turned out. I didn't feel the need to do anything more with it. I just cut it to be a wide shouldered tank top and then just left it alone. I just think that this one turned out so pretty. I love all the designs in it. I didn't want to disrupt the design, and the design is so statement anyways, but I didn't think that it needed anything else. I really like this piece. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this long tutorial on how I tie-dyed, paint or cut, and how it turned out on all of these tops. Y'all are amazing for sticking it out. I hope that y'all really enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just comment below and I would love to get back to you on them. Bye guys.